Let me just check once. Okay, assuming that I am live, so I'm live now. So we are here to discuss few things for those, and this video is especially for those who could not make this attempt, the attempt which happened recently, or any person who has written their examination previously but could not make it. Of course, many congratulations to those people who have cleared their examination with the results. The pass percentage which was given by ICAI, this time it was less, it was not that great pass percentage. With this pass percentage, if you are able to clear your examination, that means you have really worked very hard for it, correct? So see your pass percentage which they have given. It is hardly around 8% students have cleared both the groups, correct? Around 8% students have cleared both the groups, which is less when compared to the previous attempts, which was around 20%, 16%, 17%, 8% is very less, and group 1 clearing is only 10%. That means this attempt was difficult. If you could not make it, it is not only because of your efforts, but also you see overall perspective. Out of 100 in the India, entire India, out of 100, how many were able to clear, sir? Only 8 people were able to clear. Same thing if I take Jan 26 result. Okay, so if I take Jan 26 ka result, the pass percentage over there was around 13% for group 1, 15% for group 2, and 9% for both the groups. And yeah, of course the pass percentage are varying, but both the groups, this attempt, it was less. And trust me, if you could not make it, you should not get demotivated. Now we are here to discuss about 4 things. What are the 4 things which, if you would have seen the video which I have uploaded, which is uploaded on the Instagram or on any reel which you have seen, we are here to discuss about 4 things. 4 things are the major point of our discussion in this particular video, which might help you if you properly implement this. This might help you get better result in your next attempt and help you clear your examination. What are those 4 things? Point number 1, what might have got wrong? What might have gone wrong? What was the mistake which you would have made previously, which you can avoid now? So what might have gone? Please note, we are live, so anyone has any question, you can definitely ask me. I am available. I am seeing the chat box over here, so I am available to answer to your question also. If you have any question, you can definitely ask me. Then, what are the common mistakes which students do, not during examination, after results? Now today the results are announced. Now right after results, what are the mistakes which you are going to do? Because this is what is going to make or break in your next attempt. Then how can I plan my comeback? How to plan your comeback? Meaning, in the upcoming attempt, what should I do so that I can clear with great marks in my examination, and what should be improved by me? What should be improved for the next attempt? What should be my focus area? So planning, and then what should I focus for, correct? So these are some points. Yeah, so students are replying online. Shall I apply for re-evaluation? All those points I will cover, but let me first discuss these important points first. Of course, you have missed by aggregate. Should I apply for re-evaluation? All those things we will see. You can definitely put all your questions over here. I will definitely answer those one by one. But let me first discuss about the 4 major questions which we are here to listen. And before discussing that, let me just share with you a small story, a personal life story which you would have also gone through or seen in your day-to-day life. See, I have a daughter, 6-year-old daughter. Okay, I have a daughter. So my daughter is right now 6-year-old. So a normal child, no, that child, normal baby or infant, they start walking from the time they become 12 months or from 15 months, depending upon the child. So from the period from 12 months to 15 months, they start walking. And now walking in the sense, first they start crawling on their with their hand, etc. Then they use their both the hands, both the feet they will use, and then they start walking on their legs. And when they are walking, no, during the time when they are walking, during the beginning stage of their walking journey, they fall many a times. Every time they are falling, no, as a parent, I remember myself, I remember my parents also, and you would have seen across yourself many children's. I remember that we always made sure that we never laughed at her or we never demotivated her that you will not be able to do this. And she, my daughter herself, she was never, in her mind it was never there that I will not be able to walk, because people around her, whomever she is seeing, they are all walking, they are walking on two legs, and she was always trying. As soon as she falls, no, she was trying, she was getting up, she was walking, she was getting up, and she was trying to walk. This is the attitude which you should have after your result. First thing you should keep in mind, my attitude matters a lot. If my attitude is that I have failed, I will not be able to walk, you will never be able to walk. But if your attitude is no, this is, maybe I could not walk properly now, let me try again, I will be able to walk. Let me put my efforts properly, I will be able to walk, definitely you will be able to walk. Meaning, with this story, what I am trying to say is, this failure should not decide what is going to happen in your future. You know, if you have attended my classes, I am not a person who has cleared the examination in my first attempt. Maybe some of our faculties who are teaching you, maybe they have also not cleared in first attempt, correct? So it does not matter how many attempts you are taking. What matters is whether you become chartered accountant or not. So now let us focus on the upcoming attempt and let us see how we can improve that even better, in a better manner. Okay, first thing, what might have gone wrong? Last attempt, if you have written, what might have gone wrong? And if a person who has not written any attempt and the first, you are going to write the upcoming attempt, okay, you are going to write the upcoming attempt, for you also this will help, because this mistake you may make. So what are the mistakes which you would have made, or what are the points where you would have gone wrong in the previous attempt? First and foremost, the most important point is lack of revision. First and most important point is what, sir? Lack of revision. Sir, what happens, you know, many students complete their classes but they never revise. See, the problem with student is they feel the 8-hour class which they are watching, that is going to help them clear the examination. No, that 8-hour class is only going to help you understand the concept, but for you to clear the examination, you will have to revise. You will have to revise. If you are studying something once, that means you are planning your studies for failure. You are planning your result to be a unsuccessful result. The person who is studying something for once is definitely going to not able to clear. But once you study, you revise. Repetition is something which is going to help you clear your examination. So completion of your syllabus is not preparation. Please understand this. Completion of your syllabus is not the preparation. What is preparation? Your revision. Once when you start revising, when you start reading something again and again, that time you are actually preparing for the examination. Okay, point number 2. You feel that watching lectures is equal to studying, but this is the biggest mistake which you do. Watching lectures is not studying. As I told you, 8 hours you are watching lectures. Does that mean that you have studied for 8 hours? Sir, I am consuming a content for 8 hours. Does that mean that I have studied for 8 hours? No. After watching those lectures, if you are practicing for 8 hours, you watch a lecture only for 5 hours. See, nowadays you have an option of say increasing the speed 1.5x 2x, you can watch lectures. But after that, watching that lecture, you solving the questions for 2 hours, 3 hours, 4 hours, 5 hours, that is going to help you. Many questions Many students, when you ask the students to, many students say this, sir, how many questions should I solve, sir? You should solve those many questions till you understand that concept thoroughly. Correct? Many students say, sir, so the question which you are supposed to ask yourself is, how many questions I have actually solved, instead of telling, oh, these many hours I have studied for this day. Okay, in a day, how many hours you are studying, that is not important. How many hours you are solving, or you are actually putting something in the paper, that matters. Then, third mistake is ignoring mock test paper and RTPs. Many students, they say, sir, if I study your book, is it sufficient, sir? If I study your book, is it sufficient? How will it be sufficient? Sir, RTPs which they are there, no sir, it is just repeated question. Please note. Questions are not repeated. ICAI changes the question. ICAI cannot change the concept. Are you understanding what I am telling over here? The concept will never be changed. Yes, I understand questions can be changed, but concept is something which never will be changed. So your practice is going to help to build the concept properly. See the papers like accounts, see the papers like costing, FM, etc. Students can score great marks on this because there is no change in the syllabus, and you have good base to start with. 10 years ka question paper, you see, faculties are there. Our faculties are there who are taking 10 years ka question paper. They are taking mock test paper. They are making you solve RTPs, etc. So these are the paper which will never change. These are the paper which will never change, and which, if you practice properly, one paper give you boost, it will help you clear the other paper also. Correct? So what is one mistake which you make? Ignoring mock test paper and RTPs which is given by ICAI. Then, biggest mistake, which many a times we have seen this with students, and after writing the examination, so no, you guys must be talking among yourself only. Students must be talking among yourself, or you call us faculties and you say this. What do you say? Sir, I knew the answer, sir. I knew the answer, but I could not complete the paper, sir. Sir, I actually knew, sir. I knew almost 80 marks I knew, sir, but I could not complete the paper. What nonsense? What nonsense? If you knew, if you could not complete, that means you made a biggest blunder. What could be the reason? What could be the reason? Tell me. There is no writing practice. You may feel that your handwriting is fast. Your handwriting may be faster than the friend who is sitting next to you. Are you competing with that fellow who is sitting next to you? You are writing an examination which is at India level. You are competing with the people throughout India. Now, how can you compare yourself with a person who is sitting next to you? So, practicing your writing by comparing with someone else who is sitting next to you, or me comparing with my brother writes faster than me, I should be more faster than him. No, that is not comparison. I should practice so much that at that moment I should be knowing, okay, see, genuinely, there are students in accounts and all, or when we used to also study, our practice was so good that we know that if I draw lines like this, it will be a straight line only. I don't need a scale. That should be the level of practice which you should have. That should be the level of practice, meaning your hand should be so much adjusted to the work which you are doing that it should run on auto mode. You should run on auto mode. So many questions you should practice. Knowledge alone will not help you pass your examination. Writing will help you. Practice will help you. Then, another mistake which student make is, biggest blunder this is, fantastic mistake which they make is studying only your favorite subject. This is one big mistake which happens, and this happens in every class. Student focus on accounts, student focus on tax also they focus on income tax because it is more practical. There is solving involved over there. GST, there is case study based question, theory questions are there. So why student are doing something which they like? Hey, tell me, I am going to meet someone. When I am going to meet someone, I am going to take some gifts for that person. Should I take that gift which I like, or should I take that gift which that person would like? If I am going and meeting a person, should I take that gift for that person which I am liking, or should I take that gift for that person which that person may like? Correct? No? So now when you are writing the examination, when you are preparing for your examination, you cannot prepare that subject. You cannot prepare only that subject which you like the most. You will have to prepare all the 6 subjects properly. You will have to study all those 6 subjects properly. Yeah, are you understanding? One subject you are studying and you are expecting other subjects to, sir, passing marks if I get, it will be over, sir. It will not happen, because your intention is only wrong from the base. Then you are not understanding the ICAI language. Sir, what do you mean by this, sir? See, many students, what they do is they memorize the notes which is given by the coaching institutes. Okay, this is randomly told. So many students, my voice is very low. Okay, one second, my voice is very low. Many students, what they do is they memorize the please RRR, please tell me whether my voice is now audible or not. Others, anyone who is watching, please tell me about my voice. Now, you are not understanding the ICAI language. What you feel is memorizing what our teacher has made us write, that will be sufficient. I mean, that may be sufficient for the papers like maybe tax paper, it is sufficient. For paper like accounts, costing, FM, it must be sufficient. But for paper like law, for the papers like audit, for the paper like SM, they expect you to write the legal wording. They expect you to write the language which is given in the material. So you should not write the language which you know. You should write the language which is there in the ICAI material. That language is required to be written. Then another one big mistake, very big mistake, lack of officer mock test. Your preparation has went well. How will you come to know? You have studied well. How will you come to know about that? You will have to test it, right? You will have to test it. How will I test it, sir? By writing mock test. You have so many platforms, so many opportunities are there. ICAI is conducting, our academy is conducting the mock test. Why don't you write all those things? When you know these many opportunities are available, these many sources are available for me to write my mock test, why am I not writing it? You will have to practice. You will have to practice. You will have to practice to get that. Then another mistake is poor management of time. Sir, what is this poor management of time, sir? People spending, for the first compulsory question, you are spending 40 to 50 minutes. Almost 1 hour, first 1 hour you are spending only on the compulsory question, the first question. Worst it is. Then not attending the questions at all. You know that there are questions worth, say 20 marks questions are there. You know that you could have answered, attended something. If you would have completed the first few questions in a faster manner, you could have attended those questions. And if I attend that question, there is a guarantee that I'll at least get 1 or 2 marks. Just remember this. Unattempted question is equal to 0 marks. Attended question is equal to 1 or 2 marks. With this intention, your speed should be that properly. When you are writing, your speed should be there. Time management should be properly done. You should be knowing that I have only 1.8 minutes for 1 mark. I should not give more than that for a single mark. If some question is taking more than that time, then please leave that question or attend that question in the end and write those questions which you can complete in a faster manner. And one more biggest blunder which you guys do is overconfidence. Sir, what overconfidence, sir? This is one of the dangerous statements which students make. Hey, this chapter is very easy. Why will they ask? This question will never be asked. Such easy question, how can they ask? Or some topics let me leave this as an option. There will be 5 questions asked. No, you have to attend only 4 questions. You will say, okay, let me leave this question as options. Please see. My children's, my wife and whomever you know around yourself. My children's, basically I'll tell. My children's, whenever I'm teaching at Chennai, when I go back home, they always expect me to get something for them. Meaning, my children's like surprises. Okay, they'll be waiting near the gate that if a father will come, he'll get something for us, he'll surprise us, etc. They like surprises, they love surprises. Just like that, ICAI loves surprises. ICAI loves giving surprises. Correct? No? So you may feel that, oh, this chapter is very easy, I should ignore. No, not possible. That or this question will never come in examination. How do you know? ICAI is there to surprise you. Are you understanding? Okay, ICAI is there to surprise you. So this is one part. What are what mistakes you would have done or what might have gone wrong in the previous attempt? Then, what mistakes you will do now? Your results have come. After results coming, what are the different mistakes you do? Biggest blunder this is. Okay, what is that blunder we are going to do, sir? Comparing with friends. You are comparing your result with your friends. Why? How did he pass the examination? He never attended the classes. How did he pass the examination? And this fellow though, I never saw this fellow studying at all. He was always with someone in the class. How could he clear? How did he get the exemption? That is not the right question which you should be asking. The right question is, why did I not clear? What is that point where I can improve? What is that place I should focus more on? I should be responsible for my journey. I should not be responsible. I should not compare. When I am walking on the street, I should not compare myself with that fellow who is next to me. That is one biggest blunder. Because you will always be dissatisfied. A person who is able to walk will always be dissatisfied with a person who is having a cycle. A person who is having a cycle will always be dissatisfied with a person who is having a bike. A person who is having a bike will always be not satisfied or unhappy with because of the person who is having a car. A person who is having a car will always be unsatisfied with a person who is having an helicopter or a private jet. Correct? No? So comparison is only going to put you to an unsatisfaction stage. It is going to it is going to mentally disturb you and make sure that you don't study properly. So don't compare. Check where I made the mistake and make sure that you come out of that. You rectify those mistakes. Then, Maja. This is Maja in life. Blaming the institute. Blaming the institute means what, sir? Blaming our ICAI. Arre sir, question paper was only tough, sir. Question paper only was tough. What did I do before starting I did not blame, of course. Before starting the video, at the start of this video, what did I tell? Those who have cleared, very congratulations to you because the result was very bad. Correct? No? Now, result was bad because student would have not written up to the expectation of ICAI. Of course, I understand. There will be one or two paper where it will surprise you, it will be tough, but not always. Why was it not tough for that person who cleared the examination? Why was that paper checking not difficult for that person who cleared the examination? If you feel it was tough, if you feel that there was some mistake, etc., better you get your answer sheets. You evaluate your answer sheets, but please note, just because you are getting your answer sheet, it does not mean that you don't prepare only. You start your preparation from today or from next day, tomorrow morning, and you start evaluating. Once you get your answer sheets, you start evaluating that, yeah, these were the mistakes made by me. I should rectify this mistake. I should make sure that I don't make this mistake in the upcoming attempt. Okay, so don't blame anyone. If you want to blame someone, blame yourself. Then, one more goobaism you will do. Taking break. Sir, I got the result now, sir. I am little frustrated, sir. I got the result now, sir. I am little frustrated. I need a break, sir. I want a vacation, sir. You take a break for 15 to 20 days. With this attitude, do you think you will be able to clear the next attempt?
Not at all possible. Not at all possible. Don't even try, think about taking a break. Today you got the result. By tomorrow morning, this matter should be settled in your head that yes, result came, I got, Aipoya. That's it. That's it. Tomorrow is a new day. I want to see my upcoming attempt. Next attempt starts on 1st September. How many days I have? 66 days are there? 66 days I should complete my syllabus, depending upon how you want to prepare, 1 attempt, 2 attempt, etc. That we'll talk about later anyways. I mean 1 group or 2 groups. Then, after result, one more goobism you guys will do. Changing teachers or changing the faculties. Immediately you will change the faculty. Hey, no, my faculty did not teach well, so I could not clear. I am a very good student, sir. I am a very good student. But my faculty is there now. He is a Tarkuri. He did not teach well. See, if he could not teach well only to you, how could others pass? Correct? No. So changing the faculty, biggest mistake you will do. No, sir, my faculty, his teaching style is not correct, sir. He is not making us practice a lot, sir. Arey, he is doing what best he can do. You should do what best you can do. Analyze yourself. Check the real reason. And then decide. If you want to change also, then decide that change is the change actually required. And at that moment, at this moment, can I afford the change? Can I afford the change? Not in monetary terms. Yes, you can pay the fees, you can take the new faculty. But changing mentally, that do I have so much time to re-attend the entire class, read the entire provisions? That is something which you should focus on. So don't just randomly change the faculty because one of your friend attending from someone else cleared his examination. Then, and of course, others also will be doing the same thing. Many people will be taking, say, my classes, listening to someone else because he could not clear by attending somebody's classes. So this is one mistake which you will do. And studying from new sources. Now, please note. Studying from new sources means what, sir? Studying from new sources means you are adding new books, you are purchasing new charts, you are purchasing new classes or new batches, finding some new sources and studying from there. Do you think you will clear from that? No, it is not going to happen. It is not going to happen. Now, what you should focus on, whatever source I have right now. See, ICAI is not going to ask anything out of ICAI material. Correct? ICAI, they have given the material. Will they ask anything outside that? No, they are not going to ask anything outside that. They are going to ask everything from that only. And every other person in the industry, every other faculty would have prepared their material based on ICAI material only, no? So focus on one material, focus on one source, keep that one source, make your own notes. Make your own notes and start preparing accordingly. So what you should focus right now, identify your mistakes, then create your proper correct strategy based on your own self, not by listening to someone else. Then be consistent in your reading, take proper actions, and then of course you will achieve the success. Now, how to prepare a comeback plan? What should I do, sir? Sir, I have failed, sir, I understand that. Now what should be my comeback plan? First and the most important thing which you should do is accept. Accept your result. Accept your result. Accept that yes, I could not clear this. Yes, I could not clear this attempt. Accept it. After accepting your result, first you should please see. Many people know they'll spend time. Sir, she left me, sir. She left me, sir. That goobish, that person left you and you are crying for almost 1 year. It will not help out. Same thing. Result, fail. Can you change the result? Can you change anything? No. Accept that. No. Accept that you failed. Prepare for the next attempt. So you overthink, you go into you go into depression, you don't study at all. Very bad it is. Then you are not able to reset your mind. You are not able to restart immediately. So best policy, accept, reset yourself, restart yourself. That should happen within 24 hours. Meaning within tomorrow morning, 4 o'clock, you decide that I'll start from tomorrow morning 4 o'clock, everything should be done. Yes, I accepted my result, I could not fail. You say, my parents, sorry parents, I could not clear, but trust me, I will give 100% now and I'll clear the examination. Now what extra thing you can do? You can do post-mortem. You know post-mortem? In movies you would have seen post-mortem. Sir, what is this post-mortem, sir? Now you take individually your subjects. Okay, subjects you take. What marks you got? What was the reason for getting that marks? Meaning, let us say, accounts is there, advanced accounts is there. And what should I do? Action. Advanced accounts is there. Let us say advanced accounts I got 55. This is reasonably good marks. Okay, advanced accounts I got 55. That means I got more than 50. That means it is good. Now, what was the reason that I could not get more than 55? While writing the paper, you would have noticed that, okay, these were the points. You see the question paper again, compare, check with the question paper again, whatever you have written. Now, see where you would have done the mistake. Is there any point of area where I can make the improvement? If yes, then take the corrective actions now. I have to focus on these points. Theory points or this accounting standard I did not prepare properly. Similarly, law, let us say you got somewhere around 45 or 50 range or 40 range, 45 range. Now you see what was the reason, what was the biggest reason for this? Did I actually not complete the paper? Was that the mistake which has happened with me? Or was I not able to understand the question only? If I was not able to understand the question, that means I have not prepared, I have not studied the entire syllabus properly. So identify that reason and based on that reason, take the corrective actions. Tax paper. What was the mistake, sir? Did I focus only on few areas? Or, sir, the syllabus was so vast that I could not revise only. Sir, I could not practice questions at all, sir. Sir, I did only those questions which you made me solve in the classroom. So this may be the reason. Now, for that, what is the improvement I can do? What is the change which I have to do? I want to practice more questions. I want to make sure that I complete RTP's mock test paper. I want to make sure that I focus on the amendments which are there. Similarly, make it for auditing, make it for costing, make it for FMSM. You see how many marks, how much marks you have got and why you have got that marks and what actions you can take. So this one point, you should make sure that you prepare something like this. Then, now what you can do, sir? So accept your result, post-mortem of whatever has happened, then categorization of subjects. Now please note, I am not talking about categorizing the topics, I am talking about categorization of subject. You divide, you know we do some ABC analysis. So you divide your subjects into 3 categories. Which is that subject which I am getting, let us say 60 plus. Okay, I mean, this 60 plus, of course, if you have failed that 60 and if you have not got exemption, that point is ruled out. Which is that subject where I can get 50 plus, where I have got 50 plus, which is that subject which I am between 40 to 50 and which is the subject which I got less than 30. Oh, sorry, not less than 30, less than 40. Identify those subjects and by identifying that, what will happen, sir? You know those subjects which you have got less than 40 is the subject which you have to put the maximum efforts to. Here, if you put a lesser effort also, you will be able to make, and here you will have to put the efforts to maintain and secure exemption towards these papers. So you will be understanding, by categorizing the subject, you will be understanding what are those subjects which are my favorite subjects, or what are those subjects which are those subjects which wherein I can score well. Let us say group 1, there is a accounts is a subject which does not change. Group 2, costing is a subject which does not change, and here you can practice your past exam questions and 100% there will be questions coming from those topics only or those concepts only, nothing will change. Aim for getting 70 in those papers. Just look at the calculation which some bright minds do. Aim for getting 70. Please note, one subject should 100% be there where you should get 70 plus. 70 is the least I am telling. 70 plus you should get, and other subject you are getting 40 also, no, which is very easy to score. Please note, you all know, you have written the examination, you know it is easy to score 40, sir, but it is difficult to score 50. So it is very easy to score 40, but it is very difficult to score 50. You have got 70 plus in other subject, if you are getting 40 also, your average score is now how much, sir? 150, and you have cleared your examination. So always have in both the groups that one paper which you have practiced so many times that will give me 70 plus, 80 plus, etc. Then categorization of subject. Then 3 revision strategy. Prepare a strategy for what, sir? 3 revision strategy. Sir, what is this 3 revision strategy? Please note. First revision when you are doing, please note, revision is not watching the class. Watching the lectures is not revision. First revision when you do, no, you are going to understand the concepts. See, when you are watching the class, you are just watching the class, not understanding anything. But first revision when you do, you are actually understanding the concept. Second revision will help you retain that concept. And third revision is going to help you clear your exam. First understand, retain, execute. That will help me clear my exam. So 3 revision is the bare minimum strategy which you should be having. 3 minimum strategy should be the bare minimum. And last thing is weekly mock test. Write mock test. Weekly mock test. Write. You only ICAI have given you model test papers. ICAI has given model test papers. Use that model test papers which is given by ICAI. Use the model test paper which is given by ICAI. See, revision test papers are there. Model test papers are there. Almost 8 question model test paper. See, model test paper. This is not mock test paper. This is model test paper. ICAI have given a range of 8 question paper. Intermediate if I see, or for all the group 1 if I see, they have given almost 8 question papers to you. Okay. So they have given almost 8 question papers. See, 8 question papers they have given as per ICAI standard. What they are expecting in exam, and they have given answers also for this question paper. You can write this paper, and you can ask your sister, your brother, your friend, your parents, if they can do the correction. You can ask someone else to correct if you don't have time to correct. So you can do that. Then last point, sir, what should be improved for my next attempt? What should be improved for my next attempt, sir? First thing is what, sir? Prepare your own summary notes if you are not yet prepared. Because one day before examination, one day before, please note, summary notes should be prepared by you yourself. Faculty would have given his chart book. Faculty would have given his summary notes. That is not going to help you. Because he has done it as per his understanding, as per his knowledge about the subject. And he would have done it on a commonality basis for all the students. Correct? No. You make your own notes based on your understanding. You make your own notes based on your style. That will help you one day before examination. Drastic improvement you will find. Drastic improvement. And you make summary notes. Do this. Make summary notes. Use it for that mock test. You'll write mock test. No, weekly 1 mock test you write. Weekly 1 mock test when you are writing, you use that summary notes while reading. You will feel the difference. You will see the difference. When the notes is made by myself, that notes would be respected by me to a very great extent. Then prepare a section register. Prepare a section register. Section register means what, sir? Prepare a sheet. Prepare a cheat sheet telling that these are the different sections. Every faculty would have told in this, you don't have to remember all the section, but these are some important sections you should compulsory remember. Those sections though you should be knowing. You write the section, what is the section talking about. Then prepare one. This if you can do, you are half cleared your examination. Prepare a mistake register. Prepare a separate book wherein you are writing your mistake. This question I made in this adjustment, I made this mistake. In your own language, you don't have to write elaborately completely. This is the question, this is the mistake made by me in this adjustment. Prepare that mistake register. So just imagine, if you have this thing, don't you think it is sufficient for you to clear examination? And just keep hand on your heart and tell yourself that have you done all these things? Have you done any of these things while preparing your examination? And have you actually given your 100%? Do RTP, MTP. Do writing practice. Take care of your health. Other points is solving RTP, MTP, taking care of your health, having writing practice. Now, one big thing which you should be knowing is your next attempt which is there, no? Of course, this September examination is going to start from 1st of September, correct? No? But if you ask me, your next attempt is not starting from 1st of September. Your next attempt is starting from today. Your next attempt is starting from the time you start your preparation for that attempt, not from the time when you are going to write that attempt. If you are thinking, no sir, my next attempt is in September, it will start on 1st of September, sir, you are a fool. You are fooling yourself. Your next attempt is starting right now. Right now. Open the book, start preparing. That time you are just going to write the examination. Preparation you will have to do today, no? Correct? No? So these are some points which you should be focusing upon, depending upon different categories. I have made these points. I hope these points will help you. Now I will take up some questions which are there, and any person has any question can please ask me. Okay, one by one I'll see. Sir, I have cleared examination. Sir, I have scored, Shakti says, sir, I have scored 143 and I have missed aggregate by 7 marks. Sir, and have passed in all the subject. Shall I apply for revaluation? You apply for evaluation, expect the result to be negative. Apply for evaluation, expect the result to be negative, start preparation from today. That is what I would recommend, because if you would have failed by 1 or 2 marks, I would have told, yes, there are chances that you may clear the examination, but 7 marks is huge difference. And again, it depends on the subject, meaning individually how much less you have got. Sir, I got exactly 40, voice is low. Sir, is there any practice batch conducted for September exam in Malleshwaram or Koramangala branch? We will see. We will see if this can be conducted. I will check with the management if this can be conducted, if something like this can be done, then definitely we'll do. And I think some faculties will be doing making videos like a practice batch which will be uploaded. If there is any such batches, no, it will be uploaded for free. See, there are 2 things. One is marathon, wherein you understand the concept. One is practice batch, wherein you are only solving. Okay, so I think few faculties have planned for that. You will get updated with respect to that. Sir, I have lot of pending classes from both the groups. Shall I start the class from the beginning? Now we will see that plan. We will prepare a study plan. So based on that, so if you are starting your preparation now, okay, Sundara, what I would recommend is of course you have to watch the class, but don't aim for writing both the groups, because it is not possible. It is not possible for you to write both the groups. Better start with one group. You have this attempt, write one group, completely nail it, completely study, thoroughly study, write that one group, because your time allocation will be done properly. We will discuss this anyways, how to prepare your study plan. Sir, I remember your CA final story. Yeah, great. You should. I am doing self-study. My family financial condition is not well. Why I could not take classes? I am 23 years old and will be 24 in August. See, please note, and please explain exemption concept. My syllabus was not complete last time, also did not give any mock test. Please see, you are doing this course so that you can make sure that your family condition can be made better. Of course, none of us are coming from a position wherein our father is a great businessman or a richest person. Of course, we are all coming from a level wherein we know that if I become a chartered accountant, I can make sure that my family level is built up. I can increase the standard of living of my family. I remember my father. Of course, your parents also must be doing the same thing. From around last, I think, 10 to 12 years, he was wearing the same chappal. The slipper, not the slipper actually, the chappal which he was wearing. Good quality chappal only, but still from last 12 years, he has not changed his chappal. And randomly, me and other faculties are also there, randomly we purchase whatever, if we like some shoe, we'll purchase and we'll hardly wear it for 1 or 2 days. And trust me, I got my father a pair of new slippers and a pair of shoe. You know what he started doing? He started telling everyone around him, these shoes or these slippers were bought by to me. My son brought these shoes for me. My daughter bought. I mean, of course, if you bring it, he'll say that he'll so proudly say that this pair of dress which I'm wearing is bought by my son for me. This is bought by my daughter for me. And trust me, that is why you are doing this course. You want to make sure, if you clear this, you know that you will be able to lift your family ka standard of living. You know that. So that should not be a reason that, sir, my family condition is not good. I will not be, I am not able to take class. It does not matter. There is so much content available on YouTube, and ignore YouTube. You just see ArivuPro. You are getting courses. You are actually getting courses for how much are you getting? Hardly 1,250 rupees. Correct? If you, I mean, I believe that is the pricing which they have, because we are not so much updated with that. Hardly how much are they charging? Okay, you don't even know where they sell that. I mean, have that point. Yeah, but yeah, see, foundation, not only foundation I'm telling, you see, intermediate, whatever Hindi free. Now see, intermediate if you see, Sandesh sir class, Sai sir's class, or my class, all the classes you are getting for how much? 1,250 rupees you are getting. You are getting for how much? 1,250. Of course, it is for 1 month, but you can at least complete. No, 1 month, if you sit properly, 1.5x and 2x speed, will you not be able to complete the syllabus? Correct? No, everybody's class is uploaded over here. Everybody's class is uploaded. Inter, final, of course, final fees is different, but this is something which is an advantage, no? Now, ask your friend to give some money to you. Can't you ask 10,000 rupees from someone? Or try to contact the management. Okay, if they feel that actually your financial condition is not proper, they'll definitely help you. Anyways, let me go to the next point. Sir, I got 49 in accounts, 47 in law, 46, and total is 142. Should I go for verification? Now, 49, 47, you apply for a verification, but I would still say that 142, they will not give 8 marks to you, grace, wherein they'll clear all the paper. Chances are less. But you can apply. Sir, this is my 4th attempt, got less mark than 3rd attempt. I don't know what is going wrong and how to study FM subject. See, what is going wrong that you can easily identify by getting the answer sheets. You get your answer sheets. Apply, if you feel that I cannot afford answer sheets, apply through RTI. They'll charge only 1 rupees or 10 rupees, I think. 10 rupees they are charging, you will get your answer sheets. Get your answer sheet. If you have studied, let us say, if you have studied tax paper with me, you contact me, you contact the management, you say, and definitely our institute is going to definitely make sure that they'll help you have a meeting with that faculty, etc. You talk to the faculty, or that faculty will conduct a live session like this, and he will analyze you. Because in my last attempt, I remember there was a girl called as Tara. She had given 3 attempts. And sir, she told, sir, I am your recorded student and I had got your number from one of management person. She got the number and she messaged me, sir, whenever you are coming to this Bangalore branch, can you please just analyze my answer sheet, sir. I analyzed, I told these are the mistakes which you are making, and genuinely she felt that that is not a mistake at all. When I saw the answer sheet, she felt that this is not a mistake at all, sir. But I told this is not a mistake for you, but as a corrector, when I am correcting your paper, for me this is a biggest mistake which you are doing. Correct? So you ask your faculty, he will definitely help you understand what are the mistakes which is done by you. Or ask a friend, or compare your answer sheet with that friend who has got better marks in that subject. Ask your friend to get his mark sheet also. I got 150 exemption, but 34 in tax. Please explain the concept of exemption. Yeah, I'll explain the concept of exemption. How do I prepare DT and ITT? See, DT and ITT, I'll tell you. In tax paper, Student likes direct taxes more, but direct tax is a subject which will not help you clear the examination. Meaning, it does not mean that if you should not study direct taxes. No, direct tax alone cannot help you clear your examination. It is the indirect taxes which will boost you. If you have attended my classes, I have shown so many question papers. I have shown 12 to 16 marks ka question to some lame questions they will ask. So simple, so easy questions they will ask under GST that you can complete in first half an hour. 12 to 16 marks ka questions you can complete in first half an hour. Just see what is the boost which you are going to get. Okay, so make sure when you are preparing, you focus more on indirect taxes because it is very easy. And then in income tax also there are heads of income, deductions, then we have set off carry forward. Those concepts are very important because total income will be formed by that. You have chapters like residential status, short one question will come. You have chapters like capital gain, you have chapters like business income, short question will come. So concentrate on those chapters properly. Sir, I wrote group 1 and thought I would clear group 1 but I did not clear. Meanwhile, I started preparing for group 2. Now what should I do? Should I write group 1 or group 2? Now, Gauri, what I would say is, what is your preparation level? So how much mark did you get? So that completely depends. If you have started preparation for our group 2, hardly 1 month would have over. And if you feel that my preparation is great in group 2, continue with group 2. And if you feel that I lost group 1 only by few marks and if I put a little extra effort, I will be able to complete it, then do group 1 because group 1 is something which you have completely read. You have completely read group 1. Now because you have completely read group 1, now you just have to revise that. But group 2 is something, if you have started preparation from last month after examination, that means you would have prepared maybe 1 or 1.5 subjects. There are still 1.5 subject which is left over. Correct? No, you would have completed 2 subjects or you would have completed 1.5 subjects, but there are still some subjects left over for which you will have to put efforts in studying them, then revising them. So better go for group 1. Again, it depends on your marks. Sir, read the previous comment on where I mentioned marks. One second, I'll cover the other questions. Sir, September, where is this? Sir, previous comment. Sir, taxation notes of May 26 is applicable for Jan 27 as I am thinking to study group 2 for September. Now please see, my recommendation would be not to give tax paper in January. If you have an option of writing the tax paper in September, better write the tax paper in September. Writing the tax paper in January will be one big mistake because if you cannot clear that paper, I'm not talking about, if you are not able to clear that group or if you are not able to get an exemption in tax, the next attempt when you are going to write in May 27, that will be a completely new law which you will have to study. Income Tax Act is changing and it is applicable from May 2027 examination. So you'll have to completely study the new act. So don't take that risk if you ask me. Sir, this September attempt, please do an advanced accounting marathon on YouTube. For May exam, Jan attempt was re-uploaded. So please consider this time. Okay, I'll ask sir to do that. Maybe because there is no change in that subject. No, I think that helps. Advanced accounts 45. Now total is how much? I need to check the total. So advanced accounts is 45, law is 58 and 143. Chances are less. Chances are less if you go for revaluation also, Shakti. Straightforward question. Okay, what was it? I don't know. Now, talking about exemption. See, please note. Now, talking about exemption. Now, Institute has two concepts of exemption. Recently, they made a new concept called as, one is permanent exemption. Okay, one is permanent exemption and one is the normal exemption which we have. See, normally what happens, you should get minimum 40 marks in each subject to clear, but your aggregate should be 50%, correct? And if you get 60 or more than 60 in any paper, that paper is exempt. What do you mean by exemption? That paper you don't have to write again. that paper you don't have to write again. Again, for how many attempts? 3 attempts. That paper you don't have to write again for how many attempts, sir? For the upcoming 3 attempts, you don't have to write that paper. Now, okay, so this is normal exemption. This is normal exemption which was there right from the beginning. Now there is one permanent exemption ka concept. Let me just check it. Yeah. Now there is a new concept called as permanent exemption. So this normal exemption will be valid for how many attempts? 3 attempts. If you are not able to clear the group for 3 attempts, then you are gone. Now what happens in normal exemption? Let us say you got 65 in costing and audit you got, let us say, 38 and you got 40 in the last paper. So you did not clear these 2 papers. Now in the next attempt, if you are going for normal exemption, this you don't have to write. Now in these 2 papers, you have to get 50-50 marks. You have to get 50-50, meaning you have to get 100 marks in these 2 papers. Now that 100 marks can be how much, sir? 40 in audit, 16 FMSM, or 45 in audit, 55. Okay, whatever the criteria can be. This is normal exemption. Now they have released a new scheme called as permanent exemption. Now what happens in this permanent exemption? If you are a person who got 65 in costing and if you claim for permanent exemption, you don't have to write this paper again. You don't have to write this paper at all. But if you take the permanent exemption route, in the remaining 2 papers, no, minimum compulsorily you should get 50 or more. Meaning, now you have taken permanent exemption for costing. Now you have what, sir? Audit you have, and you have FMSM. Now if you get 48 in audit and if you get 58 in FMSM, what is your total? 58 plus 48, 106, correct? If you go for permanent exemption, this 106, though you got 106, and if I take that exemption marks also, which is 65, your total comes to 171. Though your total is 171, you have failed the examination. Why, sir? The permanent exemption, the new concept which has been released, that says that you should minimum get 50 marks in each paper if you are claiming permanent exemption in some paper. And of course, these marks will be added to these 2 marks to check whether you have crossed 150 or not. So if you are claiming for permanent exemption, minimum 50 marks in the leftover paper you should get. Okay. So if you feel that no, sir, in the next 3-4 attempts also I will not be able to make, if I write that paper again I will not be able to clear, then go for permanent exemption. Or else better to go for normal exemption, wherein if you get 45 in one paper and you get 16 other paper, you clear. 45, 55, you clear. 48, 52, you clear. Because in case you are going for normal exemption, no, for you that minimum 50% marks in the leftover paper criteria will not apply. Okay. Then same doubt, sir. I told previous comment got 150 and 1 exemption, 34 in tax. I started group 2 and done with all classes only. Revision is pending. Should I go for both the groups? Now, this is a case wherein because you could not make in one paper and you got 150, and because your second group ka preparation is also done, yes, you can go for both the groups. Yes, you can go for both the groups. But are you confident today? Just think in this way. Assume that your paper, your exam will start on 1st of August. I am talking to Shanmuga Priya. If your exam starts on 1st of August, will you be able to prepare for both the groups by this time? Will you be able to give adequate time and complete the preparation for both the groups? Meaning your studies are over, now it is just revision. So will you be able to revise and will you be able to write the examination if it is on 1st of August? If your answer is yes, go for both the groups. So that what will happen, if you are able to achieve this, then August month will be only revision. It will be completely revision, and if you are able to revise something for one whole month, you will be able to clear your examination. But if you feel no, sir, if I write if my exam is on 1st of August, then no, sir, I will not be able to make both the groups, then see that group which you are more confident on. If you have written a group now, and if you feel, no sir, this group which I have written, first group, that I am more confident when compared to group 2, then go for first group. But no sir, I am more confident with group 2 when compared to group 1, then go with that. But I would recommend to go with group 1 only because tax may change in the next year. So that you clear that group 2, nothing, no changes will happen. Audit will remain same, costing will remain same, FMSM will remain same. Major changes will happen in group 1. Law is there and tax is there. And tax is something which will have more changes. Yes. Okay. Anyone else has any other question, you can ask me. Now what I'll do is, I'll give a brief study plan because I have already taken almost 1 hour of yours. You can ask your question, but see, if I take from tomorrow 25th of June to 1st of September, so I'll take it till 31st of August. So in June, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30, 6 days plus July plus August, which comes to how many days? 31 plus 31 plus 6, which is 68 days you have. 69th day is your exam. Out of these 68 days, I will keep 3 days as buffer. 3 days, or let us say 4 days or 5 days as buffer. 5 days as buffer, meaning 5 days there may be somebody's wedding, maybe you will not feel feeling well, there is some function happening, etc. 5 days in buffer. So leftover days is how much? 63 days are there. Now 63 days, what should be my study plan? What should be my study plan for this 63 days? Now if you have 63 days, you may be a student falling under any of 3 categories. What are those 3 categories? I am a person who is going to write for the first attempt. This is my first attempt. I am going to write my September examination for the first attempt. Or I am a student, meaning writing for the first attempt. I am a student who had wrote one group. I have written one group and failed. Or I wrote both group and failed. Okay, so I am a person who is writing for the first time. If you are a person, very simple calculation, if you are a person who is writing for the first time this attempt, by 30th June, your one reading should be completed. One reading means what, sir? Watching your lectures. Watching your lecture should be completed by 30th of June. If you are a person who is writing you are writing for the first time. All the 6 papers I am telling, if you are planning to write 6 papers. No sir, I am planning to write only one group, sir. Okay, no problem. Make sure that all the watching lectures are completed by this date. No sir, but I purchased recently, sir. I will not be able to complete. Keep the target as 15th of July. By 15th of July, meaning in next 20 days, everything should be done. And it is very easy to be, you will be able to easily do that. Expecting that at least you would have completed 1 or 2 subjects. Okay, hardly 1 paper is there or 1.5 paper is there. You will be able to complete by watching. And of course, all those students who are watching recordings, you are not watching at 2x speed. You are watching, not watching at 1x speed. You are watching at 1.5 or 2x speed. So by this 2x speed, if a faculty is taking, let us say tax paper, I take 180 hours. Okay, in my 180 hours ka paper, I'll ignore 10 hours, so 10 to 15 hours I'll ignore, which will be around solving the questions, explaining the concept. I'll ignore that. So leftover is 165 hours. So in this 165 hours, if I watch in 2x also, which will be half of this, 165 divided by 2, you will need around 80 hours, correct? So if I take tax paper meaning tax and accounts is the maximum hours which is there, which is 180 hours. So now I have what, sir? Let us say 8 hours for tax, and I take half same, 60 hours I take for your law, and I take again 80 hours for accounts. So you will need 220 hours to complete. This is for that person who has not studied at all and you are going to write for the first time and you have not started your preparation and you are planning to write one group. You can use the same logic for other things also. Divided by how many days I have? 20 days. 20 days if you have, divided by 20 days if I have by till 15th of June, then effectively you are supposed to watch classes for 11 hours a day to complete. Please note, this is just watching classes. That means effectively you are supposed to study for almost 14 to 16 hours a day. You should study 14 to 16 hours a day because you will watch class, then revise, at least read that class or go through that notes. It is just watching the class. Then you will have 45 days time. Where in this 45 days, give 7 days per subject. Meaning 21 days ka first revision you do. First revision you should do for 21 days, 7 days, 7 days, 7 days. Okay. Now when you are revising also, take 2 papers in a day. Take theory, practical, meaning take 2 papers in a day and according, based on your preference. This I will not tell you what you should take first, what you should take last. Based on your preference, take 2 papers per day. So you have done that. So in 21 days, you will do 1 revision. So how many over, sir? 21. After this, how many days are left over? Out of 45, if 21 is gone, 24 are left over. So now next revision should be 5 days per paper. 5 days per paper. Now how many days will be there? 15 days are gone. Out of 15, 9 days will be left over. Now next revision should be 3 days per paper. So 9 days. 3 revisions are done. Our strategy was to complete in 3 revisions should be done before the examination. So now you will be ready with 1 group. This is only if you are if you have not studied and you want to write 1 group, easily you will be able to crack. Now same thing you can do for those people who are writing for the first time both the groups. But if you have not started your preparation, of course it is not recommended for you to write both the groups. Okay, so this is one point for those people who are planning to write 1 group and for the first timers. Decide the group by yourself. Then I wrote 1 group but I failed, sir. Wrote 1 group but I failed. Now here also 2 categories of students may be there. Sir, I did not start preparation for group 2 or have started preparation for group 2. Now if you have not started preparation for group 2, very good, very nice person you are. Go with group 1. Okay, go with group 1. If you feel that some concepts are there which is not clear, watch those lectures. Do the same thing. 20 days use in watching lectures. If you feel that no, my concepts are not clear, and this watching lectures, you should at least do for 10 hours a day if you want to watch lectures. If you feel no, sir, I don't have to watch lectures, sir, I have done complete study, sir, and 1 revision is also done, sir, I just lost by hardly 10-15 marks or 7-8 marks, then nothing doing. Group 1, advanced accounts. Take last 10 attempts, if possible, take last 5 years is nothing but 10 attempts. I will use 5 years because recently there are 3 papers in a year. So take last 5 years ka question paper, and this may be around 15 papers. Solve those questions. Literally solve it because account will boost you. Fantastic boost will be there. No, sir, I am a theory person, sir. Do it for law. I am a theory person, sir. Do it for law. For tax, you cannot do. Why? Every year it is changing. Meaning, you will be able to do, but you will not be having the answer for comparison purpose. You may solve, but you will not have something for comparison purpose. So for tax, what is the best thing, sir? Use this model test paper. Wherever that model test paper we saw, use this revision test papers. Use the model test paper which is given by ICAI. 8 papers are there. Mock test paper is there. Revision test paper is there. Okay, see the Finance Act applicable to you. For you guys, the Finance Act 25-26 is applicable. Use that mock test paper, model test paper and RTPs and solve those thoroughly. And I have given my question bank. The question bank is available for free, I think. You can check with your friends. If not, I'll ask the management to share with you guys. I don't know whether it is possible or not. But yeah, if it is possible, definitely they will do that. Okay. So practice. Now you just have to do, sir, I have revised once, so practice, so 20 days one practice, then another 20 days another practice, meaning same thing. First 20 days do one practice, then 21 days, 7 days per subject, then 5 days per subject, 3 days per subject, you have done 4 revisions. Do you think you will fail? Never. Do you think you will fail? No, never. No sir, I have wrote one group and that was a second group, sir. I wrote one group and I started preparation for second group. Now what should I do, sir? What is your confidence level? How much did you get in first group? If your marks is somewhere between, if your marks is less than 130, that means you need to, your group, that whatever group 1 you have written, that preparation was not up to the mark, you will have to prepare again. You will have to prepare again. It is not that just little extra marks and clear. No. If you are getting more than 130, then only that little extra push is there. If it is less than 130, that means it is completely something which you have to study again. And here, you may have to watch the important lectures. Or again, here also, you may just focus on one group, suggested one group, and just study that, practice maximum number of questions as I gave the example for accounts, etc., what you can do, etc. Or no sir, I think for me that group was little difficult, sir, but I have started preparation with group 2 and I am feeling confident with group 2, sir. And I have completed 2 subjects, sir, or I have completed 1.5 subjects, sir. I am very confident with that. Then if you feel you are very confident, go with that. Go with that. In that is costing and FM are 2 papers which will help you get maximum marks. See, please note, in theory paper, no, to get marks you have to write, and you should write what is given in the law or the material, ICAI material. But in practical paper, no, your steps will be giving marks to you. Your working notes will be giving marks to you. In theory paper, what working note will you write? There is no working note concept at all, correct? So accordingly, these papers you make sure that you get, you boost, you practice maximum questions. Take last 5 years question paper, solve it, and trust me, the faculties which we have, they have done all of this for you. They have done all of this for you. You just have to watch those lectures and just have to practice. Practicing is important. Watching will only help you understand the concept of you should practice. Sir, wrote both the group but failed. See which is the group which you got maximum marks. Start preparing for that group. Which is the group which you got maximum marks, start preparing for that group. Meaning both the groups you have failed, no. So there will be one group wherein because of aggregate you would have failed. Take that group. Take that group, just concentrate. Don't be a middleman. What is this middleman, sir? A middleman telling, sir, I will prepare for group 1, sir, and I will aim for exemption in one paper of group 2, sir. Don't do all this nonsense activity. You cannot allocate your time to a group, to a subject of a group which you are not attending only. Better attend that group, properly take one group and give maximum efforts, put all what you have in that group and clear that paper. Okay, so don't do this thing. Now, okay, this is just a brief study plan which I am giving you over here. What I will do is, I will make a separate video on this. Okay, I will make a separate video on this. So how should be my study plan for next maybe 60 days, starting from 1st of July till 31st of August. How should I prepare for my examination? So I'll make a separate video. I'll try to upload it by this Sunday or Monday. Max to max by Monday, we'll try to upload it. So I'll make a separate video for detailed study plan. But yeah, roughly this is how your study plan will be there. But maybe with dates, with maybe subjects, I'll make a separate video because this has already been extended. So maybe that video would help. I hope this discussion which we had right now was helpful to you guys. If you have any questions, you can definitely put in the comment section. Our team will be there, I will be there. We will try to answer all the questions in the comment. Okay, I'll make sure that other faculties also, I ask them to please reply and get in touch with you in that. Okay, all the very best for your studies. Don't panic. Whatever is happened has happened. You cannot change it. What we can change is what is going to come. Correct? What we can change is something which is in our control. And what is in our control? Our preparation. So prepare properly. All the very best. God bless you all. Bye bye. Take care. Enjoy.